Hello and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I think this is going to be kind of the last episode of us exploring. For now. For now, of course, we have quite a few quests left. Well, not that many, but still, we have a couple more treasure hunts. Spontaneous profit. We need to search the peasantry cellar. Yeah, I think we kind of resolved this one. Of course, we have a last exploits of Selena's gang, which we didn't do, which we got actually way in the beginning of this playthrough. And we have Griffin gear. Have 2 more Witcher contracts, a couple more episodes, and a couple more side quests, secondary quests. And then we are kind of slowly turning towards the main quest. But for now, for this episode, let's do some more exploring. I think we will kind of try and gravitate towards these, what's this, 7 question marks over here. The first one's right over there. Kind of close by, actually. So might as well make work of it. Wolves, again, we will try and avoid them as best as we can. No wolves at the current time. A monster nest. Look at that. What are we up against? Looks like a wyvern. Do you want to fight us or what's going on?
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Hey, he just doesn't care. You gonna care now? Hello? Oh, it's a forktail after all. Set your bum down. Evil forktail. So evil. Quite a lot of loot here, actually. This is also a nice location, too. Okay, moving on, we have a undiscovered location over here. More wolves. Let's try not to. Oh! Woohoo! A monster then. Well done. Oh, okay. It's like way too peaceful. You can't tell me this isn't way too peaceful. Speleologist Zyri. 5th of Thane. My expedition to the Amel Mountains was a success, but I cannot wait to visit Tucson. This is the land of sculpted from grotto gropers. The Gorgon foothills and the slopes of Mont are places where I shall be able to find dozens of exploration sites. The endless caverns carved out of that volcanic rock will assure me material to study for months to come. 17th of Thane. Incredible. I cannot find a single spot fit to study. The matter should be simple, for Tuff is usually uninhabited, but all these grottos are either full of monstrosities or have been bought up by copper-pinching wine merchants scheming to fill every cave with their hideous barrels. Last, I must find a cicerone, a local guide of some sort, who will show me to some completely unoccupied cavern. 20th of Thane. A certain Luke I won't bother pronouncing that surname, whom I encountered in San Sebastian, has enticed me with promises of fabulous cave. You won't regret it, Master Garrick, in which there are no greedy grey porters nor any monsters. Tomorrow we shall set out to the Blissur Forest, but before embarking, I invited my guide to the supper at the Pheasantry. We will be spending several days together after all, and I'd like to get to know him better. Luke turned out to be a picky gentleman. The chef de cuisine served us veal cutlets in garlic sauce and Jessines bean soup. Luke, however, asked for pancakes and red wine, making excuses about an inborn distaste for garlic. He also didn't touch the silver cutlery, explaining something about an allergy and making use of his own wooden set instead. Despite those oddities, he made for quite interesting company, and we chatted over a bottles to be precise, of wine until late in the night. Something tells me there will soon be much talk of Watty Garrick, Luke duo in the world of speleologists. Well, turns out your buddy was some kind of a vampire, no? And now there's also a matter of getting up there somehow. Of course, we have the lovely alpha walls over here, which make getting there almost impossible. Like, you have to be able to get up there somehow. There's no way this is why is it cleared, though? Or maybe you get there through here. Could also be the case. Makes no sense, but it might as well be the case. Which always calls for further investigation. Let's see here. Aforementioned wolves. A bandit camp.
Grab the harlot's brute! Need someone to summon help!
Calm down, gentlemen.
Humble dunks! What the cattle dickens? This shan't drag on too long.
And Geralt's on fire. Oh, lovely. Let's gather up these gentlemen's loot droppings. Oh my god. Like, put this damned fire out. Thank you. Gonna die from burns. The most un-Witcher-like thing to do. Journal written on Selhide. Holy loot. Okay. Day 1. Filbert sent us to collect supplies from the Bazan farm. I stayed with most of the lads in camp as always, and sent a few to go strike a deal with the steward. Hubert Duray's a reasonable chap, never gave us trouble about taking supplies before, so it seems we're in for an easy job. Not like hunting flying monsters or laying in wait for caravans coming down the road. Day 2. Nikolai and Pablo Gaff have not returned. Something stinks and it's not my foot wraps. I'm taking charge and leading a group to see what's going on. If those peasants at Bazan have done something to my men, I'll reduce that farm to moldering ashes. Day 3. The farm's been demolished, but no sign of Pablo or Nikolai. We've only found 2 hay seeds. I'll take them back to camp for questioning. Both howl like madmen and mumble constantly about some werewolf. They'll cool their heels in a cage for a while, maybe get more talkative, and where the bumble blazes are my men? Probably dead, is my wild guess. Very much dead. Those were the men in question. Didn't make it through. I'm kind of still bothered by this. Like, why would you have something over there? And know what I mean? It's kind of, yeah. Okay, let's grab these three. Wrap it kind of up over this way. Because that looks like a massive place to kind of go around and explore some more. Definitely might be worth looking into. See, that over there, the thing we fought first should have been a Wyvern, and this should have been a 4K, I swear. Unless I'm getting them mixed up, which might as well be the case too. Here we have something on the road. Red dots on the road. Might as well avoid them for now. Oh, what's this? Is this the Lizard? A guarded treasure, yes it is. Forgot they're spitting out fire. Whoa! Okay, buddy. Okay. Let's calm down. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. That should not have happened. Wait, where on earth are we? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Probably should have dropped a little quick save before, like, running in. It makes no sense that this is a monster then, because where on earth is the monster? Okay, so we have this little thing. Yes. We read it. You've met a vampire. There has to be a way for this cave to, like, continue somehow. Like, I refuse to believe otherwise, you know? So we get to dive? Okay, we found some loot, but that does not answer the question of how on earth to get up there. Come on, maybe try and glitch up? No. This is a clear alpha wall. But it's also clear that you kind of move on here. This way. Can you, like, dive or something? It looks like you can, right? But no. Let's try and see here. Let's also utilize some of this. Clearly you can go beyond. Somehow need to get up here, up this ledge. You would be able to get here, but this is an alpha wall. And there's like no way to get up from here. I'm not giving up, I'm stubborn. You can't tell me this isn't done on purpose. I'm bothered by this. I want to know. But apparently we don't get to know because the game says no, the game said alpha walls, and that's that. Okay, we have the bandit camp ahead of us. Random panther encounter. So nice. There we go. Oop! Bandit camp, wrong way. Turn around there a little bit. Well, thanks to Penostry's cellar, we have a buttload of potatoes.
Out together, friends! All together on three! Take numit!
Oh, you're still not dead.
Hands, charge! Take it for a ride! I'm smacking on an empty stomach. I despise it.
There we go. The view, guys. Journal. Make sure to that. At least this time the fires turn out immediately, thanks to Ard. Okay, so Slytherin, vicious beasties, do not recommend. Definitely do not recommend. Fire spitting and everything, so Quen I do believe is our best bet here. Potentially also a full health bar. We do have swallows, should be enough.
I'm too old to wander the world.
None but devils passed here. Good to know. Once again, let's go over the road. Oh, it's bandits. Try to avoid them for now. Move down here. Drop a quick save while running at this lizard. Slyzard. Call it how you want to. Geralt, how about you pull your freaking sword out? That would be helpful. I've never seen such a beastie give us so much trouble. Not creepy at all. Blueberries and sulfur. Orders on torn parchment. Well. Pavel, take the cat and boy and get him drunk tonight. And I mean slobbering, incoherent, blubbering about how he loves you and all the spewing all over his boots drunk. He's just a little turd, so it shouldn't take much. Once he's seen pink unicorns, tie him up and stuff him full of deadly nightshade and sulfur, just like you stuff a goose before Samhain. They say dragons love virgins, so perhaps one of those winged snakes flying above the Champs de Soleil would come pick this cherry. And since you will have seasoned it nicely beforehand, the reptile will gobble it up and keel over. Just be careful when you're putting out the reptile's supper. I've lost enough men already, Philibert. And Philibert, I do believe, is the last hanse leader of Toussaint. And my guess is that he's residing in that lovely castle over there. Another bandit camp.
Praised be the prophet Leviathan! Catch his breath! Right, let's dance!
Let's get rid of your shield. And that's gonna be you. Ballista diagrams. Okay, intriguing. Splotchy parchment. To Jacques Le Rouge. What the bleeding bum diddles are you still doing there? Think I sent you out on a scenic holiday? Yesterday those winged dung munchers grabbed Gilbert straight off the wall while he was taking his after-supper wee. How many more men am I going to lose through your incompetence, you cabbage-brained cretin? You were supposed to build a ballista as per the instructions I gave you and kill those flying lizards. If you don't finish the job in the next 2 days, I'm going to stuff you full of sulfur and toss you to the monsters for a snack. Perhaps that way you'll at least somewhat contribute to solving the problem. No regards, Philibert. Clearly, Philibert is not a man known for his patience. All the more reason to put an end to him. Not for his impatience, but... well, he's leading criminals, and we can't have that. Not if we are to make Toussaint our permanent home. Which more and more looks like it. Okay, so last question mark before we tackle the castle is this one. Oh! Oh! Wars. Okay, those were surprisingly easy to deal with this time.
Barrows! Circle him! Circle him! Rise! Cut! Kill! Disgusting spells! Why, you nimble muffracker! A life for a life! Slow now, let's not do anything
Gotta love these finishers. Yeah, it's such poetic justice to some of these kills. Okay, so it's somewhere down here. Light armor die, exactly when we were able to craft it rather than loot it from somewhere. Grease stained notes. Only a fragment of the notes is legible. The slimmest pickings yet haven't even seen a stray mutt on the road for a week. Since that last caravan we robbed, the one carrying a transport of fat back for workers at the quarry, we had nothing, zero, zip. Luckily we ate out. We ate our fill after that, gained a slight pouch to hold us through hard times. But if those times last much longer, we'll have eaten more supplies than we've looted. And everybody thinks being a bandit's nothing but wine wenches and merrymaking. Should have listened to Mama and finished school, or at least started it. Tomorrow we head back to Mont. We'll have a look around for a new spot. The lads are getting bed sores from so much laying around on their bums. I don't think they're gonna return to Mont anytime soon. However, that's something we are going to do now. Look at this magnificent castle ruin right ahead of us. And imagine how many bandits we're going to encounter there. I'd rather avoid wolves if possible.
You gave me the hiccups! Brothers, let us kill! Let us murder! Ah!
No. Let's see what the best way to get in here is. Probably through space. There we go.
Life is beautiful, death even more so! Yes!
Oh, but Steve, let's calm down.
Not good.
Righteous hell!
Okay, now this gives us a little bit of time to kind of try and regroup, considering we managed to kill the torchbearer. So let's throw in a quick
An
save.
illusion here.
Oh, an
Where's that
illusion.
artifact Kate gave me?
Very nice. That's definitely worth exploring. Just not right now. First, we need to make sure the hanse is done and done. There's no more robbing, pillaging, and plundering. To all members of the Toussaint Merchants Guild, the Witcher Geralt of Rivia has done serious wrong to the governors of the Coopers Guild. As a person harmful to our interests, he has forfeited all rights to discounts, rebates, and special offers. In truth, he deserves a full boycott, yet since coin remains coin, if you must serve him, at least let him feel how much it hurts to cross our guild. Make him weep as he opens his pouch. What did we do? Why? What did we do? I don't understand why the Coopers Guild mad at us. Wait. Okay, let's jump into the lion's den of sorts.
The whole of us!
Shut up and fight.
At least try to! What the cattle dickens? Come to Pappy! You're alive. Don't let him get away! Take him alive! Let me out his weeping wounds! What magic? His foot in his face, clean.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Let's calm down, boys. Need to do anything rash. There we go. Why am I not surprised that we are encumbered? Oh. I don't think it's even worth putting on. Putting on the decoction because it only applies plus 20 to the weight and we've already over that. So, here we go. Let's see what they have around, might as well. It's a nice casual stroll around. Wait, is the Cooper's Guild angry with us because we refused to kill Yokas some episodes ago? And are they really going to be that petty? Apparently they are, but still. So bizarre. But it's good to know that, you know, not completing the contract properly also has some repercussions. I'm really hoping we get a blacksmith or armorer as soon as we liberate this place from the Hans leader. Is there anything else here other than fire? No. Signal fire. Geralt. Geralt. Sometimes the switcher doesn't make any sense. Hey, we have a couple more red dots, so try and disperse of them as fast as possible. Look, one is already sneaking about.
Pathetic.
Grab the harlot's fruit!
You gotta admit though, they really made it nice and cozy for themselves. How does one get up there? Oh, ladder, obviously. You just have to spot the ladder first. Anybody else?
I'll diddle you with your own dinkling. No! Kaflu him!
See, they made it real nice and cozy for themselves here. And that this just circles around. Okay. So we have, I assume, Philibert left.
My
However, poor
goodness,
Figments.
how I enjoy a good back butching. Bat move. You're not a complete bang.
Okay, that works. I did not expect to hit a barrel. Explains why Geralt faced that direction instead of Philibert directly. Makes just a tiny bit more sense. Not too much, but just, you know, a teensy weensy bit. Here we go. Journal bound in worn leather. I am Philibert von Witten, my crest a rook, my father the famed Sir Rupert Pale Cheeks von Witten. Today I was smeared by an insult which only blood can wipe clean. Rage burns my entrails. Writing this is the only way I know to calm the flames. When I am an old man and read these notes, I believe a certain Maximus Nonius Macrinus will be long dead. A pitiful memory. For now, however, he lives. Why do I write about this? A few days ago, I challenged him to a duel, to the death. He had been drooling over my Lucienne, and I could not bear it. He proved to be a better swordsman than I, but that is not the worst. I lost a finger. A lost finger is nothing compared to lost honor. Maximus defeated me, yet instead of killing me, he spared my life. Never shall I forget the faces of the men who turned their eyes from me then. I know I shall never know peace until I have dealt with him. A dozen or so blank pages. I have found the journal which I was given by my father several years ago. During the time since I last held it, much has occurred in my life. I have fled to Saw and sought my fortune in various places, with varied success. The worst, however, is that my hand has yet to grasp Maximus's throat. I know it is only a matter of time. I decided to return to that hound-blotched duchy. We have pitched camp on Mont. I've carefully selected a band of men who will not flee from any task, any foe. The Toussaint, which once forced me to run, will now repay me in full. The highest price, however, shall be paid by Maximus Nonius Macrinus. When I get my hands on him, he will dream of one thing, death. I've got the harlot's brood. He's lording it up at the Casteldaccia estate. He was given it by that sodden tart, Henrietta. Seems Duke Raymond's been dead for a few years. Tomorrow my lads will pay him a visit. I shall go with them, however. The very thought of having to see his maggoty face again makes me ill. Farewell, Maximus, I have signed your death warrant. I am delighted Maximus and all his family now rot. Their stench is a delight to stray mutts. Whenever I close my eyes, I see them perish. See them scream, moan, grovel. That makes my dinger stand firmer than even the curviest harlot could. I am at last satisfied. Interesting that he got off on the death, but hey, who are we to judge, you know? Okay, let the castle guard take over. Oh, thank God there's an armor downstairs. Please, kind sir, resolve us of our everlasting issue
Master
of...
Witcher, might I have a moment, please?
Yes, yes, you may.
Most honoured Witcher, the slaughter of Filbert Four Fingers von Witten. Quite the feat. You've my respect and gratitude forever and always. He'd squatted in those ruins for months, him and that hanse of his. Whoever they captured alive lived to regret not having been cleaved in battle.
Managed to assemble a pretty good bunch of men.
Refuse from all the world. Bandits, degenerates, drawn like flies to doo-doo. It's good you felled them to a man. You've my gratitude, and good prices for all time here.
We will definitely take that. However, these bandits were pretty well armed.
Seems the hanse was prepared for a long siege.
Oh yes, the rats had woven quite the nest. Some knights errant took swipes at them, but cracked their claws on those ruins.
Not surprised. Von Witten turned that rubble into a fortress, with a ballista in the lower courtyard, no less.
Well, that machine was most like there to fight off the winged lizards. A whole host live in these hills. Alert eye on the sky at all times, Witcher.
We'll keep that in mind. Let's see what you have in
Your
store.
goods. Mind if I have a glance?
Oh, okay, you have not as much as I would like you to have, to be honest. The Striga. Okay. The Striga, we will definitely need to store that away in our loot goodie box. But yeah, these weigh a ton. What else weighs so much, though? We want to buy these, which is fine. Oh, okay. Meteorite axe weighs a lot. Hammerheads. Yeah, you have a bunch. Things that kind of weigh us down here. No wonder. Sheepskin too. Boar tusks, not so much. Yeah, we have axes and everything else that weighs us down quite a lot, so definitely have to keep that in mind.
Thanks. Farewell.
Good luck on your path. Just, Master Witcher, might I have a moment, please?
You just had a moment. Okay, over here we discovered this little thingamabob. Kind of curious what it is. So wrap this episode up. Let's explore a little bit. Natural born killers, a study on Garcanes. Garcanes are commonly described as lesser vampires. Do not be misled by their terminology, however, for they are extremely dangerous and devious creatures which men stand no chance of defeating, even when greatly outnumbering the beasts. Garcanes possess a highly developed sense of smell. Once they are on your track, you are as good as dead. They have a special taste for adolescents and children, hence the belief that this vampire seeks out only virgins. There is a grain of truth in that, yet it is not a matter of sexual purity, but of the level of blood pollution. The younger and healthier the victim, the tastier a tidbit it makes for a Garcane. Okay. Okay. Before we plop down there, let's investigate some more. A power crystal. Good to know. Okay, and then we are back here. Think there's anything else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? No. Moreau's journal. Oh, Professor Moreau. 12th of September 11:21. I received confirmation Jerome has arrived and is staying at Fort Usar. I'm so giddy with anticipation I cannot continue my work, yet I must try to calm myself and see through my plan. 13th of September, 11:21. He arrived quite unexpectedly right after dusk. He had changed a great deal. He is thin, wiry, all covered in scars. He was, of course, furious I brought him here under false pretexts. But what choice did I have? One day he will be a father himself, and then he will understand what drives me. I opened a portal in my study and brought Jerome to my lab. In doing so, I exhausted my activation crystal, but luckily I have a spare. I gave the lad some time to think things over, for I'd rather do all this with his willing participation. Meanwhile, I should prepare the apparatus. What I noticed...
So the Witcher was taken somewhere via portal.
What I noticed... I guess we're doing, some Grandmaster Witcher gear treasure hunt to wrap this episode up.
Now to activate the portal, see where it drops me.
Yes, we will do just that. But yeah, now I forgot what I wanted to say. Gosh darn
I
it.
hate portals.
Oh, so do I, Geralt, so do I.
Shit.
Oh, what on earth? Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Better. Oro kept Jerome here. Need to look around.
And something to loot there and something to loot here. Grandmaster Griffin trousers. Grandmaster Griffin armor. Grandmaster Silver Sword.
Back of the diagram. Jerome made a note.
Read Jerome's notes. Paralyzing spells worn off, but portal's still inactive, meaning I'm still stuck here. Too bad I left most of my stuff back at Fort Usar. Without my gear, I stand no chance of escaping. I think I'm gonna die in this place. He took my swords, took anything that could be used as a weapon. Even got to write this letter on the back of a diagram. But before I die, I want to tell you one thing. You're a madman and always have been. A cruel, cold-blooded murderer. I haven't felt anything for you for a long time. Anything but hate. I'm done with you and I hope you pay for your crimes one day, Jerome.
Oro eventually came to terms with his son being a Witcher.
Well, look where we are. And all... Whew. We're out of Swallow. I repeat, we are out of Swallow. We are out of Swallow. I repeat, we are out of Swallow. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? My heart! Fuck! Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, you know what? You know what? That was enough action for your 14 days episode, quite literally. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, show support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to press the little bell icon to stay notified whenever I upload a new episode. Other than that, I do hope you will stick around for the next episode, and I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Bye!